Hi, everyone. I'm Maya, and you're listening to Speak English Fluently.
And I'm Ben.
We're so happy you're here with us today. If you want to improve your English with simple, real conversations, make sure you subscribe and stay with us. Okay, imagine this. You walk into a coffee shop, and your friend looks tired. She says, "I have been working since 6 this morning." Later, she tells you, "By the time my boss called, I had been working for 4 hours." Both sound similar, but they do not mean the same thing.
Yeah, and that's exactly where many English learners get stuck.
Right. One small change, but a big meaning change.
So today, we're talking about two forms that can really make your English sound more natural and more advanced.
Yes, we're going to look at when to use have been and when to use had been, and we'll make it super clear with easy daily examples.
Good, because I've been confused about this for a long time.
That was already a nice example.
Wait, really?
Yes, "I've been confused about this for a long time" means the confusion started in the past and is still true now.
So that's our first big idea?
Exactly. Rule number 1, use have been when something started in the past and still connects to now.
So it's like past plus now.
Perfect. Past plus now. That's the simple way to remember it.
Okay, let me try. I have been studying English for 2 years.
Great. That means you started studying English 2 years ago, and now you are still studying it.
I have been feeling tired today.
Also great. The feeling started earlier, and now you still feel tired.
That one sounds too real.
You do look like you had a long morning.
Thank you, Maya. Such kindness.
I try.
So, have been is often connected to now. Got it.
Yes. And here's something very useful. After have been, you will often hear an ing verb.
Like working, waiting, studying, cooking.
Exactly. Listen to these. "I've been waiting for you." "She's been working all day." "We've been talking about this for an hour."
These are very common.
Very common. Real, everyday English.
Can I use have been without an ing verb?
Yes, sometimes. For example, "I have been to New York twice." But today our main focus is the tense difference in everyday situations, especially with actions and time.
Good, because one battle at a time.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about had been?
Rule number 2, use had been for something that happened before another moment in the past.
So not past plus now.
Right. Past before past.
Ah, that already feels clearer.
Good. Listen to this. "I had been waiting for an hour before the train arrived."
So the waiting happened first, then the train arrived.
Yes, both are in the past, but one happened earlier.
Let me try one. I had been cooking dinner before my guests came.
Very close, but the more natural sentence is, "I had been cooking dinner before my guests arrived," or "I had been cooking dinner when my guests came."
Why is before my guests came not the best choice?
It's not terrible, but with had been, English often sounds smoother when the second past event is very clear and natural. "When my guests came" or "before my guests arrived" feels stronger.
Got it. So had been needs another past point.
Exactly. It needs a past marker, another past event, a time, or a situation.
Like before, when, by the time.
Yes, those are helpful signal words.
So if I say, I had been living in Chicago before I moved to Boston, that works well.
Yes, that works well. First, you were living in Chicago, then later you moved to Boston.
Nice. I'm feeling smarter already.
Careful, don't say "I had been feeling smarter already."
Why not?
Because there's no second past event there. You're talking about now, so you should say, "I'm feeling smarter already," or "I've been feeling more confident."
Okay, that helps. So I should ask myself one question.
Yes, here's rule number 3, and it's the easiest check. Ask Am I talking about now, or am I talking about a past moment?
If it connects to now, use have been.
Correct.
If it happened before another past event, use had been.
Exactly.
That's much easier than reading a giant grammar chart.
Grammar charts are sometimes helpful, but sometimes they look like they want to fight you.
Yes, a chart can ruin a peaceful day.
Let's build a phrase pack now. These are daily use phrases you can really use.
Good, I'm ready.
I've been working from home this week.
I've been trying to call you.
I've been feeling a little stressed lately.
I've been learning how to cook.
I've been waiting since 9.
I had been waiting for an hour before the doctor saw me.
I had been working there for 3 years before I quit.
I had been driving for a long time before she stopped for coffee.
Very good. Let's add 2 more. They had been talking about moving before they found a new apartment.
And we had been planning the trip for months before we bought the tickets.
Excellent. That gives us 10 very useful phrases.
Can I try to mix them up now?
Please do. That's the best way to learn.
I had been studying English for 2 years.
Not wrong by itself, but it feels unfinished.
Because I need the second past event.
Exactly. Say, I had been studying English for 2 years before I moved to the U.S.
Okay, then I have been studying English for 2 years means I still study English now.
Perfect.
She has been working here since January.
Great.
She had been working here since January before she got promoted.
Better to say she had been working there since January before she got promoted if you're telling a story from the past. Or even more naturally, she had been working there since January when she got promoted.
Ah, because here sounds like now and there sounds like that past place.
Exactly. Nice catch.
Okay, mini quiz time?
Yes, quick check number 1. Which is correct? I have been waiting for the bus before it came, or I had been waiting for the bus before it came?
I had been waiting for the bus before it came.
Correct. Quick check number 2. My brother has been living in Texas for 5 years, or my brother had been living in Texas for 5 years. We are talking about his life now.
Then it's has been living.
Correct again. Quick check number 3. They had been arguing all morning before they finally apologized, or they have been arguing all morning before they finally apologized.
They had been arguing all morning before they finally apologized.
Exactly.
I want one more.
Okay. I've been cleaning the kitchen, or I had been cleaning the kitchen if your mom walks in right now and sees soap, water, and your sad face.
I've been cleaning the kitchen.
Yes. And honestly, if there's soap everywhere, she may not believe you.
That is fair.
So, let's recap. Use have been when the action started in the past and still connects to now.
Past plus now.
Use had been when the action happened before another moment in the past.
Past before past.
And always ask yourself, am I still connected to now, or am I inside a story from the past?
That question really helps.
Good. In the next part, we'll do more daily life situations, more corrections, and some tricky pairs that learners often mix up.
And I'll probably make a few mistakes for educational purposes.
Sure, Ben, for educational purposes.
Of course.
Before we stop, here's a question for you. Which sentence feels easier for you to make, one with have been or one with had been?
And can you make your own example from your real life?
Think about it and get ready because we're going deeper next. All right, let's keep going and make this even more practical.
Good, because I understand the basic idea now, but I still feel like I could panic in real conversation.
That's normal. So in this part, we're going to work with real daily situations where learners often choose the wrong tense.
Perfect. Real life is where grammar becomes dangerous.
Exactly. Let's start with a common mistake. Listen to this sentence. I had been working all day, and now I'm tired.
That sounds a little strange now.
Yes, because the sentence ends in the present. Now I'm tired. So the better sentence is, I have been working all day, and now I'm tired.
Because the action connects to now.
Right. You're still feeling the result now.
Okay, then what about this one? I have been waiting for an hour before the meeting started.
That one is wrong.
Because the meeting started is a past event.
Yes, so you need I had been waiting for an hour before the meeting started.
I think I'm seeing the pattern more clearly now.
Good. Let's do situation number 1. Work.
Very dramatic. Office grammar.
Your manager says, "Why are you so tired?" You answer, "I have been answering emails all morning."
That sounds natural.
Yes, morning started earlier and it still matters now.
What if I'm telling a story about yesterday?
Then you might say, "By lunchtime, I had been answering emails for 4 hours."
Nice. That sounds more advanced.
It does, but the logic is simple. Lunchtime is your past point. The emailing happened before that point.
Let me try. By the time my boss arrived, I had been working for 3 hours.
Perfect.
I have been working for 3 hours before my boss arrived.
No, that's the common mistake.
Right, because before my boss arrived pushes the whole thing into the past story.
Exactly. Okay, situation number 2. Relationships.
Nice. English learners love grammar, but they also love drama.
True. Someone says, "Why is Anna upset?" You answer, "She has been arguing with her boyfriend."
So the argument is recent or still important now.
Yes, maybe it is still happening, or maybe the result is still fresh.
And if I tell a story?
Then, she had been arguing with her boyfriend before she came to dinner.
That makes sense. The argument happened first, then dinner happened later.
Exactly. Situation number 3, studying.
Very useful for your audience.
You can say, "I've been studying English every night."
That feels supernatural.
Yes, but if you say, "I had been studying English every night before I took the test," now you are looking back from a past point.
So the test is the past marker.
Right.
Okay, I want to try a few on my own.
Go ahead.
I've been practicing speaking more this month.
Great.
I had been practicing speaking more before I joined the class.
Good, but let's make it more natural. I had been practicing speaking for a few weeks before I joined the class.
Why is that better?
Because for a few weeks gives the listener a clearer time picture.
So when using had been, time phrases often help.
Yes, they make the sentence easier to follow.
Like for an hour, for months, since Monday, all morning.
Exactly. Those are very helpful.
Good. Can we do a rule about signals? I think that would help listeners.
Yes, here's rule number 4. Look for time clues.
I like that.
With have been, common clues are since, for, lately, all day, this week, recently.
Because those often connect to now.
Right. For example, "I've been feeling better lately." "We've been eating at home this week." "He's been calling me every day."
Nice.
With had been, common clues are before, by the time, when, until then, and another past event.
Like, we had been driving for hours before we saw a gas station.
Perfect.
She had been living alone until her sister moved in.
Very good.
I had been looking for my keys when I found them.
That works, but "when I found them" sounds funny because of course you stopped looking when you found them.
True. That feels like a bad movie plot.
A very short movie.
About keys.
Exactly.
Let's do a correction loop. You say the wrong sentence, and I'll fix it.
Good. Number 1. I had been feeling sick today.
Wrong. It should be, I have been feeling sick today.
Correct. Number 2. She has been working there for 2 years before she got promoted.
Wrong again. It should be, she had been working there for 2 years before she got promoted.
Excellent. Number 3. We had been talking about moving, and now we want a new apartment.
That sounds mixed.
Yes.
Better, we have been talking about moving, and now we want a new apartment.
Exactly. The result is connected to now.
Number 4?
I have been waiting for 30 minutes before the movie started.
Wrong. They had been waiting for 30 minutes before the movie started.
Great job.
I think learners also confuse these because both forms use been.
Yes, and that's important. The word been stays the same, but the helper verb changes everything.
Have been points towards now.
Yes.
Had been points back from a past moment.
Exactly.
Can we do a phrase pack for daily conversation?
Yes, let's build another one. Repeat these mentally if you're listening.
I've been trying to eat healthier.
I've been sleeping badly lately.
She's been working overtime this week.
We've been thinking about moving.
He's been taking English classes online.
I had been trying